Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of the Man Enough to Speak podcast. I really appreciate all the feedback and the engagement on the first episode. I'm really keen to keep this series going. Today we have a special guest, a dear friend of mine, Harry. I've known this guy for pretty much my whole life. We became friends in Kinder. We've known each other our whole lives. He's just an all-round top bloke. I'm really keen to have a chat to him today. I want you guys to make sure you check in on your friends today. Make sure you check in on your mates, the men in your life, and just people in general in your life. Remember that you guys are loved. Let's get into it. Cheers and enjoy. Harry, my dear friend, how are you, bro?
I'm doing great, thanks, mate. How are
I'm
ya?
I'm great, dude. I'm so keen to have you on the podcast. As I said in the intro, man, we've known each other forever. Like we're
Hey,
old. We are
been
old.
so we've been so old,
It's
mate.
over 10
It's
years.
been
It's
so long.
probably is it 15? Quite? No, it'd be more than 15, wouldn't it? Kinder's like
It
4 years
makes more than
old
15.
and we're old
Yeah,
now. We're
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 so
set up for
old.
the nursing home. But bro, not
I'll be in
everybody
my wheelchair.
not everyone
I'll
has had the
just be in my
pleasure.
wheelchair, just going like, "Hey, Josh, how you doing, my fine friend?"
Oh man, you got the green hair though, not the grey hair.
Got
It's
the green
coming
hair,
though.
yeah.
But for
Good.
those of you for the people out there that haven't had the pleasure to meet you, know you, tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, what you do, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, my name is Harry Stott, and I would call myself a performer. I've been with Stars on the Moon Theatre for like 3 years. I started in Shrek the Musical, and um, I have a YouTube channel with a group of friends from high school. We all just make videos to have fun, and yeah, it's a really fun time.
Yeah. Harry's a really talented individual. Like I said, I've known him most of my
Yeah,
life, and man, the stuff he comes up with, the like all the things he does, incredibly talented individual. Like
yeah.
he's like I said in the
Thank you.
intro, top bloke. Um,
Legend.
obviously we're gonna not beat around the bush with this. This is man enough to speak. Tell us a little bit about your
Yeah.
experiences with men's mental health, my friend.
Well, as a kid, I've always had like anger management issues, and I didn't really have control over it. And I slowly started to calm down as I got older. Um, but the regrets of those events like have kept piling on, and they've not been okay. Like there've been so many regrets that like it's like a waking nightmare, you know. Um, in my last year of high school, I got separated from my friends. Like all my friends were in one class, and I was just alone with like no one I knew. And that really piled on the frustration and anger, which led to possibly a really bad year. So,
Yeah, that high school period is like it's already tough enough as it is. The stresses of high school and
yeah,
all that, and then just to have
yeah.
yourself like, obviously you were able to see him at like recess and lunch, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But obviously for the rest of your classes and stuff, like that's a really isolating feeling. And if you're struggling like
It's a
with
very isolating thing. Yeah, I had so many outbursts. Like, my God, you have no idea.
and it like tough to manage as well, because how would you like describe the feeling that you get like when you feel like those outbursts coming on?
Oh, mate. Like, the thing is, the problem is with it, I don't expect it. And when it's over, I don't remember.
And then like you'll sort of hear like it'd be like, oh Harry, are you okay? Like you acted this way, and you're like, oh man, like I didn't mean to do that.
I was like, oh, oh my God, I didn't mean to do it like that. And yeah, when I graduated, um, after that year, I actually blamed the school for it.
Which yeah, I mean
But
like there's obviously like a level of support that could.
there is that sort of thing where like, I'm over it now, but like, it'll never be the same, you know?
Because there is that level of accountability that you've got within yourself to go, yeah, like I did that, I need to act up. But there's also a level that you are unsupported, and like having that,
Yeah,
not having that support network that you need is like really, really can be a devastating thing.
yeah. I just remember refusing to go to any reunion of that school, and then recently I did it, and I was like, okay, it's fine now, but like. it's just not going to be the same as it once was.
Because that group of friends is your current group of friends, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
they're
yeah,
my
but
current group of friends,
it's
but I've
just that
also
you were
got new
separated.
friends.
Yeah. Okay, I
Yeah, I was just
understand.
separated. Yeah.
So in the wake of like those outbursts, like you said, you've sort of like going, oh, you sort of struggle with the regret of it. How do you sort of deal with the regret that you get from that?
Don't know, to be honest. Yeah, the regrets, like they don't appear in my dreams as like they once did, but like, there are some days where I feel you know paranoid of like someone's going to be out to get me because of the things I've done. and
Mm.
and I know it's not I know it's not true, but something in my mind saying like you got to be careful about this, and it's weird. I don't know how I lived with it for so long.
No, I can get that because it's like even though you're having this outburst and you just got all this anger and it's sort of just you're sort of blacking out while you're dealing with it. It's like you come to and it's oh man, I've just pretty much had a fight with this person about it, and like fighting's not
Yeah,
something
yeah.
you want to do. Do you end up either like talking to him either to apologize or just say like, "Yo, that wasn't me"? Like, have you ever done that and that sort of helped you out?
Yeah, I've done that. I've done that so many times.
Do you reckon
Like, that wasn't me, I'm sorry.
that helps a bit, or it's just it still feels crap because it's like, man, I just wish that never happened.
It's a kind of bit of both. It's a
Mm,
bit of like I feel good saying sorry, but also it's just this thing where I was like, oh, I've done something wrong.
yeah, I'm glad we're good, but man, I wish it didn't happen. Yeah, I get that, man.
Yeah, we're good, but I wish it didn't happen. And there are some times where like I don't even want to apologize because sometimes I just get this feeling like, no, I hate apologizing.
Oh, dude, I get that. I know I don't want to talk too much about me, but I have that
Okay.
same thing, bro, where it's like I know
Yeah,
I've done wrong, but apologizing is such a hard thing to do. But it's such a
it
key
is.
part of the healing process, I feel. I don't know if you can
It
agree with that or
is.
not, but
It kind of does, but it kind of doesn't as well.
yeah, it's a two-party thing. Like if you apologize
It
and
is.
you're forgiven, then it's
It's
you both
it's
heal.
literally a flip of a coin.
Yeah, because if you apologize and it's like, yeah, well, I still hate your guts for it. It's like, oh, well, now neither of us heal from it. But
Yeah, now neither of us are good.
now
Come
it's like,
on,
oh,
man.
now we just got bad blood between us. Um,
Yeah.
with like your anger management and this stuff, when did you first start noticing it in yourself, or was it brought to your attention by other people more so?
It was actually seeing the faces of my friends looking so worried for me.
Like you'd have an outburst or something, and then you'd look around, you'd be like, well,
Yeah, or
what's going
like
on?
like especially in that last year of high school, it happened frequently. And as it
Mm.
went on, like I saw my friends like see their faces, and not only are they worried, they're terrified.
Like they're like, oh, I see this monster inside of Harry, and
Yeah,
it's like
like
it's kind of
you see
horrifying.
this monster, and you're just like, oh my god,
And that was sort of like
what
a
have I
wake up
done?
call. Like, was that a wake up call?
That really was a wake up call. I'm like, okay, next year I'm gonna have to do better.
And how do you feel that you went about like going to look after yourself, get better, and sort of like, for lack of a better term, get the help you need for making sure that you can look after yourself, control yourself, and be the better
Oh,
person that you know
it
you could be?
yeah, it's been great. Like the next year, I was very. The thing is, with that last year of high school, I had lack of positivity, and then the year after that, I was just like, yeah, I'm positive now. This is
Mm.
it.
So when you say you were being more positive, like what led to that sort of positivity? Like obviously with the negative year, you got like all these things mounting
I
up, the
think it,
school stress, the friends.
I think it
Or
was just like be like finally being with my friends again at TAFE, and like just having that freedom as well. Like you don't get that freedom in high school, and it's just like, oh, I feel so free now. It feels so good.
and that positive outlook helped you be able to manage it a lot more.
Yeah, yeah, help me manage it a bit more. Yeah.
So I suppose my question then is when it comes to like when you feel that stress building up day to day, because I'm sure most of our listeners can agree that like those stresses, while there's these big stressful periods like with that last year of high school, like those stresses come and go. How do you manage when those stresses start building up these days?
I just how do I manage it?
Yeah.
I think I manage it just like just taking some time in my room and just watching stuff on the internet. That
Yeah,
really helps.
just sort of dissociate from it to just say, look, I know that if I'm present in this moment, I'm going to do something that I regret.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something terrible, and I don't want to do that, so I'm gonna just stay in my room and just try and help myself.
Mm. I'm really loving this chat because it's such a unique perspective to a lot of the stuff that I've talked about and what we talked about on the first episode, where
Yeah, yeah,
the first episode was a lot of like that really down in the dumps and yeah, a little bit of lashing out here and there, but you've got this really unique perspective where it's I
yeah,
saw this behavior in myself and I didn't like it, and now you're trying to do something better about it and you're finding these coping mechanisms, and
mm,
it's comforting to hear that you've got those mechanisms and that you're aware
yeah,
of them, and you like you know what you need to do. You've set
yeah,
yourself a standard that you're following, which I think is
yeah,
awesome, man. Like I'm proud of you, and you
yeah.
should be
Thank.
proud of yourself for that.
I should be proud. I am proud. Yeah.
Good on you, man. When it
Yeah.
came, like, obviously you've got that whole, like, you go to your room, that sort of thing. You just collect yourself. Who do
Yeah.
you feel like you can turn to when you need that extra bit of support?
Well, some of my teachers really helped in high school.
Hmm.
And they were great. Friends and family are always good. Um, there's one person who I really have to thank for really helping me. Um, she it's a friend of mine from high school. Her name's Lucy,
Hmm.
and she has had my back ever since like day one. And like I can't thank her enough for being like the amazing person that she is. She's helped me with everything.
Hmm.
She saw when I was getting down the dumps. She saw like she could really help me out when I needed it the most. And I'm getting a bit teary just talking about it
Oh man, that's what it's for, though, bro. Like,
because
that's
like she
appreciation.
she's just one of a kind, man. She's not
So
my girlfriend though.
okay, so like when you say she was there for you, what did she do that was just so helpful and so
She
impactful?
she really showed me that I was loved as a friend, you know.
Because like when you get in that headspace, it's
And I
so
could
easy to
always
not love yourself.
yeah, and I could totally tell her anything, and she won't even judge me for it.
Mm, mm. And do you reckon that was like having you have this support network there, but then just having that one person that you know you can turn to,
Yeah.
just
There've been a few others like that as well, but,
mm.
like, one person accepting you can make all the
Yeah,
difference.
one person is all it takes. Going back to me yapping a little bit, like that's why I'm so encouraging about people just checking in on your
Yeah,
mates. Like just send a
yeah,
message, like, hey, because you can be that one person to someone. I feel.
you can. And I've been that one person as well,
Mm. Like,
'cause, a friend of mine who I'm also gonna give a shout out, Lachlan, he was having difficulty with the pandemic, as we all know, the
mm.
pandemic.
Pandemic was rough, man.
It was rough. It wasn't rough for me, but I can tell it was rough for so many other people.
Mm.
But, like, I just saw that he was struggling, and, like, even to these days, he was struggling, and I really helped him.
And how did you feel like being like having suffered with your own mental health battles? How did it feel for you being able to help other people with their mental health battles?
Oh, mate, it felt so good. The best thing I did for him, though, was so he told me, one year it was gonna I think it was 2022. He was gonna have a pretty lonely Christmas because it was just him and his mum. His dad passed away,
Mm.
and his uncle and his grandpa was deaf.
Mm.
So I said to him when he said that, I said, "You know what, mate? Celebrate Christmas with our family. You will love it." And he's done that every year since.
Oh, dude, that is something beautiful, man. Like
It is.
that's such a kind thing to do, and obviously you feel good seeing your mate at Christmas and all that, but like you can only
Yeah.
just imagine how good that must feel for him as well.
Oh, yeah, it felt good for him. It felt so good for me. I absolutely loved it.
Oh man, that just puts the biggest smile on my face. That's such a kind, blessed thing to do,
It is
man.
such a kind thing.
Um, so obviously, looking more on the positive side of it, how
Mm.
what positive experiences, like silver linings almost, do you feel that you can pull from your experiences, either helping other people or going through it yourself?
I think I know. I think like I can understand what people are struggling with, and
Mm.
I can sort of relate to that sort of thing. But not only that, for myself, I think I can now control my anger instead of it controlling me.
Yeah, that's massive, dude. Like,
Yeah,
it's
because
yeah. Sorry, I'm running off on a
that's all
tangent.
right.
Go for it.
So what I was going to say was, with the anger that I had, it kind of felt like it was, in my mind, it felt like it was good versus evil.
Mm.
Like there was one side of me that was the person you see to you to this day and all that.
The Green
But
Goblin
then,
mask, man.
yeah, I know that's exactly
That's
it.
it. The Green Goblin
It's
mask.
it's not it's I I meant medical I medically I don't have split personalities.
Yeah,
But it's just that thought in your head of this little being just talking to you,
like
telling you to do stuff.
yeah, and that extends more than just like on from an anger management side. Like I'm sure when you've been in the dumps, like anxiety, feeling low,
Yeah, yeah.
depression, sort of
And
thing. It's that
like,
one voice saying you're not good enough, all that.
and sometimes it's like, and like the anger, feels like it has its own, yeah, it's its own being, and it feels like, he's furiously struggling to be free.
And then like you're stuck in the back seat, just watching this thing that you're
Just watching this
doing,
happen, yeah.
but you don't want it to happen, right?
I don't want it to happen, but it's happened.
Mm. So you'd say big silver lining is being able to manage that a lot better, control it a lot better, and
Instead of
then
it controlling me, yes.
yeah, and then just being able to support the other people. Like I feel that with all of us who have experienced those mental health battles, it's a very while it's horrible that we've had to deal with these battles. It's also a very blessed position that we can now help support people because we can
Yeah,
understand where they're coming from. Like
yeah.
I'll like I'm not someone who can probably speak the best to like an addiction like drugs or gambling or something like that. But
Oh, yeah.
if somebody needs to talk about their mental health battles, I feel like I'm very able to talk to them and understand where they're coming from, and I can potentially help.
Yeah.
I don't know if you feel
Yeah, yeah.
similar to that with your story.
Yeah.
Um, with all these battles, how do you feel that they've shaped you in the man that you've become today, for better or for worse?
Um, I honestly believe that, I was I was weakening with my mental health battles, until, like, my friends showed up and showed me the light to victory and have overthrown the mighty anger.
And like, so I feel like a big part in your story is having that support network that's been there for you.
Having that support that's been there for so many years.
And do you think that you would have been able to deal with it and be as good a man as you are now if you didn't have that support network?
If I didn't have them, I don't know who I'd be, where I'd be. I don't think I wanna know.
Oh no, I like that is looking in the wrong direction because things are only on the
Please,
up
look,
and
I don't
up,
wanna
man.
know. Get me out of that parallel universe.
And I couldn't agree more. It's kind of morbid to almost think about that because you can think about like, oh, if I wasn't so lucky to have what I've got now with my friends and family, like that's not a person I want to be anywhere near.
Yeah, no.
Um, I suppose other than the anger, were there any other battles that you sort of experienced?
Um, I think it's mostly like the anger was like the big bad, but like there are also things of where like like, my friends are all having a get together and I'm just in the corner just looking down and just being like, what am I doing here?
What's giving you that feeling, man?
I don't know. It's just like, it's just like not. It's like it's a feeling of like not want to be a part of something when you feel like you really want to, but you feel like you don't have the capacity to do it.
As in, like, you know you should be at this party enjoying your time with your friends, but
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
your like social batteries so just not in the mood for it almost.
yeah. That's it. Yeah.
And then how do you feel in that situation when you're sort of sitting there going like, oh, what am I doing here? Like,
I'm just like, oh man. It's not a good feeling. There are some people that come up to me and we have conversations, and yeah, that was great. They were really good conversations. But there was one party where like I should have stayed the whole night, but like most social things were just shooken, and I left early.
and I don't think that's a awful thing. Like, as nice as it is to spend time with your friends, ultimately, I think you did something that looked after you and looked after your
I
friends
think it
there.
did too.
Because it's like,
I
if
think it
you're
did
not in the
too.
mood, you shouldn't just put yourself in that scenario for the sake of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, so what I did, I left the party, because it was at a bar hotel thing.
Hmm.
I went down to the bar, had a Coke Zero, booked an Uber, and then went back home.
Yeah, that's fair enough, man. Like, you gotta, as I feel like a lot of the mental health battle is going and thinking that you have to be a people pleaser and put everyone else first. But
Yeah.
looking after yourself can often be one of, not the first, but one of the first steps to actually looking after yourself and figuring yourself
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
What for our listeners? I'm not too keen to end the podcast just yet because I want to pick your brain on a couple of other things. But
Yeah, yeah.
um, what if you had to give like words of inspiration to our listeners? Whether it's let's be more specific to your story here. If we're talking about people that are struggling to like regulate their emotions and end up taking out a lot of anger and emotions on the people around them, what parting or not parting, but what advice would you give them?
With my personal experiences,
Hmm.
um, the advice I give to them would just don't let don't don't let the anger to control you. You are in control of your own path, and just try and live in the moment, because like that's the best thing you can do to stay positive. Live in the moment. If you're making a cup of coffee, you'd be happy. You live that coffee for that moment. You're happy in that moment for your coffee.
Yeah, dude, that's like same word, same meaning, different words to what I said at the end of the last podcast. It's about those small things, man. Looking for those small
Yeah,
things in life, and they're just
just
beautiful.
love your coffee, man.
Yeah. So obviously, I lost the tangent that I was thinking. Um, when you mention not letting the anger control you,
Yeah,
obviously you found one of the methods being like going to your room and like just decompressing. If you're in a more public or social environment and you start feeling that sort of thing, have you found any ways to sort of deal with that for yourself? If you're not, and if you can't afford the luxury of having that time to yourself?
yeah. I feel like just it's hard though. It's hard to think of that because that hasn't happened to me yet. But
Mm.
what you don't know what could happen. I personally would just go to a restaurant and just sit down for a bit.
So, like if you're at a party, it's like maybe I'll just go out, like go down to the bar, like you did in,
Go down to the bar a bit and have a drink.
and then see how you're feeling, and then look after yourself from there.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I would
So, I
do.
suppose to put it into words, you sort of distance yourself. It's all, the way it sounds to me. It's sort of like the way that you're coping and deal with this right now is you understand that there's something that's building up. It's building up like when you
Yeah,
shake a
yeah.
like a shake a Coke bottle or something,
Yeah,
and
shake
it's
a
about to
Coke during
explode,
Coke bottle. Yeah.
and you realize that it's about to pop off, and you're about to do something that you're gonna regret. So
Yeah, yeah.
you sort of just bubble, not in a
Yeah, you
bad
just
way either. It's not like you're bubbling to like
yeah.
completely block yourself up, but you're bubbling to make sure that you're looking after yourself and the people around you.
Yeah.
And I think the main reason I say bubbling when you're sort of going away and almost in one way you could look at it as bottling up your
Yeah.
emotions or sort of keeping it to yourself.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're not unwilling to talk about it outside the fact, which I think is where you're showing that's a healthy way that you're doing it, if
Yeah,
that makes
thank
sense.
you.
Because, like,
Yeah.
man, I hope I say it enough to everybody that we have on this podcast, but man, you are man enough to speak, and
Yeah.
it takes a lot to come out here and to willingly go on the internet and just say, man,
Yeah,
this is
I was
me.
a bit hesitant on this, but I'm like, if I want to say the truth, then the truth let it be out because, I felt like this podcast was the perfect way to let it out.
Mm. What do you think? That actually leads on to a pretty good thought process I was going through just then. When you say I was hesitant, what do you think made you hesitant to come, like, initially thinking, oh, maybe I don't want to come on and speak about?
It was because like it was very personal. It's a very personal experience, and I didn't want to share it online just because it was a thing where like I would just tell my therapist, because it's one of those things where you want to keep to yourself and not let anyone, especially new people that you've just met, like know about this stuff. Otherwise, it
Mm.
could lead to something.
Yeah, like you feel like you're gonna scare people away almost with it.
Yeah, yeah. But then when I heard your announcement saying, "Hey, I'm gonna do this," I'm like, okay, this is the perfect place to do it because I'm with a very close friend, a man, a myth, a legend,
Ah,
and
stop it.
a man, a myth, a legend, and like I could talk to you just with anything, mate. It's all good.
Yeah, yeah, like again, and that's the whole point. It's like these aren't gonna be the easy conversations. E- and obviously us both being men, it's sort of that whole like, oh, I'm gonna deal with it in my own ways, and it's because I'm a man, I kind of just don't want to talk about it out in the open. But
Yeah, that's typical men.
typical men, bro.
Typical
The
people these
men,
days.
the men
Jeez.
these days, bro.
Don't
But
talk about their mental health. Only women talk about their mental health.
and we should all be talking about it, man.
We should all be talking, honestly, everyone.
Like
It's good. It's got to happen.
it is so important to not let yourself just be bottled up. Um,
No.
I suppose in closing, bro, I don't have any more questions. You've pretty much answered everything that I've thought of. Is there anything that you want to say, like parting words, anything else you want to talk about?
Well, I'll tell you a story on what happened. Like, we can cut this out if you want, but I'll tell you a story on what
We'll see.
happened
We'll see.
minutes before we started, talking
Before the call, yeah, yeah.
before the call. Someone on social media was it was an imposter of me.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like,
I'm just like I was literally in the shower, and then I saw my friends text me. I'm like, "What's going on?" I'm just like, "Imposter!"
yeah, that was crazy. Um,
I'm just like, "What?"
but yeah, dude, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on here, man. I feel like we've
Yeah,
had such a good chat. Like I said halfway through the podcast as well, hearing your experiences, like I'm grateful that you feel
yeah,
okay enough to share it with me and talk to me about it.
yeah.
And dude, like I know I said it, but I'm so proud of you. You are such a good
Thank
man.
you.
I love you to bits, bro. Like,
I love you too, bro.
you're gonna make me blush again. You stop it.
Why won't you let me love you?
Oh, bro. Like, it takes a lot of strength to come on here and do what you've done, and I appreciate you massively, bro. Do you have any last things that you want to say to our listeners at home?
Just like this one person accepting you can make all the difference.
Amen, brother. I love you to bits, bro.
Amen.
You have a good one, man. I appreciate you
Yeah, you
massively.
too. Take care. See you later.
And that was Harry, my friends. Like, he's such a great guy. I love that guy to bits. A true top bloke and a dear friend of mine. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast episode. Again, make sure that you guys keep spreading awareness. Let's keep raising money. We've raised a heap of money so far, but I really want us to keep raising more money for men's mental health and keep raising awareness for it as well. I really want us to keep this message going long after November. I want us to keep checking in on our friends, keep checking in on our loved ones, going, are you okay, bro? Are you looking after yourself? Because it's important. It is important. The world is a better place with you guys in it. So, with that said, whatever the time it is for you lovely people, whether it's good afternoon, good morning, good evening, or good day, please look after yourself. Be kind to others, but most importantly, be kind to yourself. You guys are loved. Make sure you guys eat some water, drink some food, and touch grass. I love you guys. I'm so proud of each and every one of you. Have a good one, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Cheers and good night.